How about this, President and new administration? Why don't you put up a website to have people vote on the internet as a referendum to see if we really want to subsidize the losers' mortgages, or would we like to at least buy cars and buy houses in foreclosure and give them to people that might have a chance to actually prosper down the road and reward people that could carry the water instead of drink the water?
Hey, Rick,
that's a novel idea.
Hey, Rick, did you...
What? Who thought of that?
We're thinking of having a Chicago Tea Party in July. All you capitalists that want to show up to Lake Michigan, I'm going to start organizing.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
The phrase Tea Party has been thrown around a lot recently.
Tea partiers were out in full force. A tea party.
Tea Party in San Diego.
These tea parties.
Tea Party protests all across the nation.
However, few people know what the Tea Party is, where it came from, or what it stands for. The Tea Party began as a reaction to Obama's big government liberal policies, such as the stimulus package and the healthcare bill. Rick Santelli's famous rant, which you just watched, exemplified the Tea Party's frustrations and is dubbed as the beginning of the Tea Party movement. However, the next few steps were more complicated. For an insider view on the creation of the Tea Party, we interviewed Mark Meckler, the co-founder and national coordinator of the Tea Party Patriots, which counts 15 million people within its network.
Several people put out a call for a conference call the next night. On that call, what was decided was that this Tea Party thing was probably a good idea, that Santelli's rant had lit a fire under a lot of people who were saying, yeah, that's what I feel. Right. And so these guys decided it wouldn't be good to wait until July. Let's take advantage of the current feeling, and let's call this for a week from today, so February 27th.
Right.
And so they started tweeting about it, and they decided to use another social networking tool, Facebook, to organize these things and promote these things. Over 35,000 people participated on the protest, and I was the guy who was leading the protest down in Sacramento.
Meckler references a meeting in which a group of conservatives coordinated the first official Tea Party protests. These nationwide protests inspired local activists to get involved in the Tea Party movement. From here, the local leaders took charge of the movement and propelled the Tea Party to its prominent position today. The next step is to understand what key ideas unify the Tea Party. To answer this question, we examined official Tea Party websites. TeaPartyPatriots.org explicitly states the movement's three core values. They are fiscal responsibility, a constitutionally limited government, and free markets. In other words, the Tea Party advocates a balanced budget through reduced federal spending, a drastically decreased role of government in society, and reduced taxes. In addition, a Tea Party-affiliated website, ContractFromAmerica.com, reaffirms that these ideas are the basis of the Tea Party movement. However, there exists one major discrepancy within Tea Party philosophy. A recent New York Times and CBS poll shows that nearly two-thirds of the Tea Party members support Social Security and Medicare. Currently, Social Security and Medicare combined expend 40% of the federal budget and represent the largest entitlement programs in America, as they allow partial government control over personal income. Therefore, the Tea Party's support of this budget-consuming entity directly contradicts their core values of fiscal responsibility and limited government. This contradiction raises questions as to whether even constituents of the Tea Party would support the implementation of its own radical agenda if it means sacrificing benefits gained from big government. One of the greatest myths surrounding the Tea Party agenda is the misconception that the Tea Party deals heavily with social issues such as immigration or gun rights. To clear up this rumor, we contacted Nathan Mintz, local Tea Party leader and founder of the South Bay Tea Party organizations.
From a standpoint of social issues, that's been a very divisive wedge, and so we've tried to stay away from it. That's not the priority right now.
Mark Meckler reaffirms this claim.
The answer is that we don't deal with social issues.
Our research supports this claim. A recent CBS and New York Times poll reveals that 65% of Tea Party supporters favor access to abortion, 57% support gay marriage, and 65% support some gun restrictions. Meckler and Mintz suggest that the Tea Party does not endorse a social agenda, while the poll demonstrates that there's no unity within the Tea Party regarding social issues. However, the misconception that the Tea Party is affiliated with social issues stems from the fact that certain local activists do use the Tea Party as a means of furthering a social agenda. For example, While navigating through TeaPartyPatriots.org, we find a petition drawn up by a Tennessee Tea Party leader that took a position on certain social issues. This petition, which was created to embody Tea Party ideals, explicitly endorses the protection of gun rights and condemns illegal immigration. The social rumors originate from instances such as these. This disparity between local and national agendas raises questions as to how the Tea Party is organized. Let's start at the top. The Tea Party movement lacks national leaders. Some people associate Sarah Palin with the Tea Party. However, through our interview with Mark Meckler, we found out that she is only associated to the Tea Party in that she spoke at a fake Tea Party event, the Nashville Tea Party Convention. This illegitimate event was held by the Tea Party Nation. The founder, Justin Phillips, was accused of holding the convention to gain personal profit. The other group attempting to capitalize on Tea Party sentiment is the Tea Party Express, led by a group of Republicans trying to garner Tea Party support to bolster their own political position. So, what relation does the Tea Party have to the GOP? The Tea Party is a very separate entity from the GOP. For one, all of our interviewees, in particular Tea Party leaders Mintz and Meckler, emphasize the fact that the Tea Party maintains a separate identity from the GOP. In addition, many Tea Party candidates are running against Republican opposition in Senate primaries, most notably Rand Paul from Kentucky. So what national organizations represent the Tea Party? The Tea Party is actually a decentralized movement with local activism serving as the driving force of the movement. However, one organization serves as an umbrella organization for these local groups. The Tea Party Patriots provides a means for activists to find a local Tea Party group and get involved. So what do these local activists do? First, local activists form protests to propel their ideas onto a national scale and force the government to become aware of Tea Party principles and demands. Secondly, these activists hold conventions that mobilize previously unengaged voters. The newly generated voting power then provides the Tea Party with the clout it needs to force change in the government. So what does the Tea Party mean for America? Let's take a look at the upcoming November elections for Congress. The Tea Party's most significant victory so far has been Rand Paul's victory in Kentucky. He defeated Republican candidate Trey Grayson, who is backed by Mitch McConnell, the current Republican Senate leader, Dick Cheney, and Rudy Giuliani. In effect, Tea Partiers demonstrated that they were displeased with the Republican Party and that they had enough voting power to force change. The victory in Kentucky represents the broader effect the Tea Party will have on the GOP. Currently, the Republican Party has no clear platform, but rather their sole policy is to disagree with Obama. Sometime in the near future, Republicans must present a clear agenda or risk alienating voters. The Tea Party will pressure the GOP farther right, as the Republican Party will have to cater to Tea Party demands if they wish to secure the votes of these ultra-conservative Tea Party supporters who make up 20% of the population. In terms of the immediate effect on Congress, the Tea Party will not make all that much of a difference. Republicans are already poised to win seats in Congress, as polls suggest that angry Republicans will turn out in greater numbers than Democrats during the November elections. Although the Republicans probably won't gain a majority in the Senate, they'll have enough seats to prevent the Democrats from having the 60 votes required to overturn a filibuster. However, once the Tea Party has achieved its goal of limiting Obama's liberal agenda, the resulting political environment will ultimately lead to the demise of the Tea Party. The Tea Party gained momentum as opposition to Obama's threatening liberal agenda grew. However, with the threat of Obama no longer relevant, the majority of the Tea Party constituency will lose enthusiasm, and the Tea Party will eventually fade away. In summary, the Tea Party is a grassroots movement that formed in a reaction to Obama's big government liberal policies. These people believe in ultra-conservative values that aim to limit the power of government. The overall effect of the Tea Party will force a more moderate political environment. After much debate, we've come to the conclusion that we admire the grassroots nature of the movement, and we believe that the moderating effect the Tea Party has on politics will influence American society in a positive manner. However, all agreement within our group ends here. While Trevor and I believe in the virtues of big government, Jacob fears big government spending and believes in the power of the common man. You can ridicule the Tea Party all you want, but the truth is that they're a force to be reckoned with, and as Sarah Palin said, they're going to stir up change in Washington. So these people are truly more than